SEO is a different story. SEO, it looks at driving more quality or quantity traffic to the website, but also making sure that when they land there, they're having the best experience.
At the end of the day, it's a robot that's scrolling the website.
Right.
And this is a lost opportunity for many businesses.
Yeah.
So if they take advantage of that,
Traffic will boom. Let's say I am a reputable website and I have a lot of traffic and my spam score is very low. So Google knows I'm a very high authority website.
Yeah.
And I have an article on my website and it links back to yours.
Okay.
I affect you positively. So your authority would increase.
So basically this is something that is related to the user experience.
Yeah.
So if the user is happy, Google is happy.
But still, after generating that, you still have to vet it, check it, make sure that it's humanized, make it very tailored to your audience, and then you can launch it on your website.
You may have a business profile on ChatGPT or some real estate for brands, right? To showcase their products. And I think this is where you're gonna have a suite of tools for you to optimize your presence on ChatGPT. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
How's it going?
Hello. Finally, this is happening.
It's happening. I sense the excitement.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Welcome to the show. How about a little intro for the viewers/listeners? Let's start with you, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe. I'm an SEO expert with Publicis. I've been with the company for 6 years now. I've been doing SEO for 6 years, which might seem a very long time for some. Right for one.
Yeah.
And yeah, very happy to be here.
Amazing, fantastic. Ghaith?
So I'm originally from Damascus, Syria.
Let's go.
And I've studied in Lebanon, LEU.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, let's go. Information technology management. And I started my career as an intern in a digital marketing agency in Lebanon.
Right. Yeah.
And during my internship, I got introduced to like a lot of marketing channels.
Yeah.
Like social media, email marketing, UX, UI, quality assurance. So, and also SEM.
Okay.
But when I got introduced to SEO, this thing hit me hard. So I was
all right, let's go.
This is very interesting, and it's unlike other things because it contains like technical stuff, content, and it helps you think about like the business from a business perspective, not only like from this specific marketing channel.
Right.
So this is why I'm here. And I've been doing this for the past 5 years, and I'm currently working for Bayut and Dubazel.
Amazing. I am so happy you guys are here. So we have 2 SEO specialists here with us today. And before we get into the discussion of today, what do you guys think about the name of the show? Any thoughts? Below the Fold.
Yeah, it has some SEO to it.
It has some good SEO. Is it SEO approved?
Well, in SEO we have something like above the fold. Like when the user lands on the page, we like, what do they see?
Yeah.
Above the fold, because like, you know, when you scroll, like some people, they don't like really scroll. They just like, if there's a contact form, they just fill it up.
Right.
Or like if there's a CTA, which is a click through, like call to action button. Yeah, they click on it.
Okay.
So
what about below the fold though?
Below the fold is
not SEO friendly.
No, obviously, like people will scroll down, but like it's not about being SEO friendly or not, but like above the fold, what's there? And this is where the user journey starts.
Right.
Like let's say you have an e-commerce website, so if the CTA is called like buy now, they will probably click on it. Right. Or like let's say if you have like dogs or cat products, they land on this page and they choose either dog products or cat products.
Right.
So this is also related to like conversion rate optimization. So.
Right. Wow. Well, keep that stuff for later. All right. What about Joe?
We're just introducing some stuff. I don't want to go into.
Don't ruin everything. What about you, Joe? What do you think?
CRO is a very interesting thing. I'm very glad to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, below the fold is where your big opportunity is, because most people would look at above the fold, but below the fold is where people usually miss.
Okay.
So we're here to fill that.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about the below the fold part of SEO, whether you like it or not, right? All right. So
that's interesting. Let's go.
Let's go. So let's cut straight to it. Let's talk about SEO, right? We're here with two SEO specialists. Obviously, the discussion of the show, the topic of the show today is SEO. I think we owe it to our listeners and viewers to first define what is SEO, right? Explain what is SEO and why it's important for a business, as you said, Ghaith. So, do you want to start, Ghaith?
Yeah, for sure.
Give us a simple definition, please.
Obviously, yeah. So basically, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's the process of ranking keywords on Google that will drive you traffic and will increase your brand awareness. And obviously, when you have like traffic flowing into your website, the clicks will increase, the impression will increase, and obviously these users might convert, speaking about conversion rate optimization, into leads. So all businesses want their brand awareness to be like big, and they want leads. So SEO can help them with that. That's this is a
simplest definition. And I know you have a sophisticated one, and you want to talk about that.
I just want to add like one final thing. So it's not about like ranking the website. It's about ranking the page. Because there's like some misconception here and there, because I hear like people saying ranking a website. No, you're not ranking a website, you're ranking a page for this specific set of keywords.
Right.
So like, let's say a couple of pages will rank like, let's say number 1, and the rest will rank like maybe page 2, page 3. So it's not, so if you rank like, if you see your website on like first rank on Google, doesn't mean that all the website is ranking on a number position 1. So this is some misconception.
Interesting. I never knew that. So you basically conduct SEO on a page level rather than on a website level.
Yeah, exactly. We'll dive deeper into like on page, technical, and off page.
Oh yeah, we have it on the agenda.
Yeah, that's great. That's
great. So, and Joe,
look, the thing is when you search for and when you're searching for the meaning of search engine optimization, usually what you see is just it's a way to increase your organic traffic. I usually like to take it one step forward. It's not just increasing the quantity, but I believe that is the only way you can increase the quality of your traffic.
Okay.
Because SEO is a very trustworthy channel.
Right.
People are looking for you, and you're there without any kind of bidding or any kind of
paid or forced ad.
Exactly. So if people are clicking on you on your page from an organic perspective, they are absolutely looking for you.
Right.
And what they've seen on that small snippet on the search engine, that answers exactly what they are looking for.
Right.
And it's just whatever you see on the search engines, that's just a door opener.
Right.
SEO doesn't stop there. And that's an opposite to everything that you do from any other marketing channel. Usually everything you do is to drive people to the website.
Right.
But no one looks at what happens after users go to the website.
Right.
SEO is a different story. SEO, it looks at driving more quality or quantity traffic to the website, but also making sure that when they land there, they're having the best experience.
Right.
And that's what I believe makes SEO very unique. Because it has that two things that it looks after. Driving traffic, but also increasing the user experience on the website.
Right. So that falls under SEO.
Yeah, and like you also have the power to choose, like, because you have like different like sets of keywords. Some of them can be informative and other can be commercial. So you can play around with these. Let's say you have an e-commerce website and you do your keyword research. With experience and with the help of the tools, you can choose the keywords that can convert. And as Joe said, that yes, this is the power of SEO, and this is something very important, because when they see, like, they search for a specific query, and this query answers their question, or this query is something they're looking for. So they just like land on the page, and since the website should be SEO optimized from a user experience, from a technical perspective, from on page, all the stuff, the user can convert. And then you can increase leads. And with time, slowly, this website will, let's say if we're talking about like a new business, this website will get like the high authority, and more users will trust it, because the SEO is done right. So
this is where the importance of the on-site experience, as you said, Joe, and the conversion rate optimization comes into play, right? Because of the keywords that you could rank high on, which are the commercial keywords, the buying intent keywords, etc., which you could rank high, where you could rank high, but if you don't have the right experience on site, then it's a miss, right?
Exactly. And like, for example, imagine like a couple of keywords, like each keyword, let's say they have like an average search volume of 1,000, 2,000, or like 10K. So imagine you're ranking for this keyword, this specific keyword. And like with good meta descriptions and titles, you can put like more than one keyword inside this. And when a user type this specific query, they can appear, you appear on the like Google, and they can click. So imagine how many how much traffic can you get from just like doing a very like well detailed and knowing like what users are searching for. So this is something that is very important. And like, as I said, you can rank more than one page. And sometimes when I do like a keyword research, I discover new things that people are searching for. So, and like, it might be a new trend popping up in the industry. And like, at some point, the business owners, they don't know that.
Tell us how relevant are the insights that you can drive from SEO. So is the data and information that you get from SEO, and I'm guessing Search Console or other tools under SEO, updated on an hourly basis, on a daily basis? Or how agile or how real time is the info and insight or trends that you could uncover?
Well, like when you do, let's say when you do a keyword research, like the tools provide you with like a specific date range. So it's not always like 100% accurate, but with experience, you can like, because they like put like the average search volume. So let's say this keyword has an average search volume of 1,000. You can't expect like 1,000 users to come from this specific keyword. So like, give or take, we can track it using Google Search Console, like seeing the clicks, the impressions. We can do this also by Google Analytics. This is also like another tool we use. And there are a lot of like tools that we can track. For example, one is Advanced Web Ranking, AWR. You can also put like the set of keywords, and you can see like the fluctuation of the rank, like the estimated visits, search volume. So yeah, we can't like really know exactly, like it can be up to date. But like, we can know.
You can know. You have your ways, Joe.
No, I second everything he said. There are many tools that are popping in every day. So you have the likes of SEMrush, who would give you a bit more content recommendation around your keywords. You have AWR that gives you the ranking of your keywords and how it's evolving. The good thing is, what do you do with this insight? So taking the insight or exporting a report, that's very easy. But on really understanding what is happening and why, for example, one keyword is dropping in one day, for example, from position 1 to position 5, then something happening there. So you have to analyze it. So the tools are very important. Moving into real-time data, it's taking a bit of time from an SEO perspective, and that's not. We have to remember something. Google, they want money basically. So they usually all kinds of insight and detailed insights, they share it with the paid team. The SEO team, they will try to get data from third-party tools. From Google, you rarely get anything that is really meaningful to you from an SEO perspective. You have to rely on third-party tools. And we always say something that SEO takes a lot of time. So whatever you do today, it doesn't happen. You won't see results in a week or in 2. You'll need time.
I have a feeling that you guys have so many best practices that you can share with our audience, but we'll get to a segment which is all about best practices, and I want to hear you talk about what are best practices, how frequent do we need to do SEO for our pages, how do we work with the paid team, etc. But before we get there,
I want to also add something. And let's say Joe spoke about the keywords declining, and we have to know why. But let's say a keyword is like booming. So we also should know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a trend, maybe it's something related, like it's a seasonality thingy.
Yeah.
Or like a campaign is happening, so like they're running ads also, but like we're also ranking for this keyword. So also this is something that like can like help us.
Right.
So it's not a simple thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me like, I don't know, days to just like analyze and see why this is declining, why this is increasing. And at the end of the day, Google like really tries to messes up.
Yeah. I wanna so this is a very important area, right?
Yeah.
Which is the algorithm of Google and how it's changing every couple months or every day, every couple weeks, and how this is impacting SEO. And I had a discussion the other day with a friend how the change in Google's algorithm sometimes is as impactful as the disappearance of cookies. Right, people are captivated by the cookie deprecation, but it's not as big sometimes as how the algorithm changes and that impacts the traffic, right, on your website. Let's dive into specific SEO subjects, topics, or subtopics. Yeah, sure. Right. Let's start with on-page SEO.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Keywords, content, meta tags, right? What's on-page SEO? What do you mean on-page SEO? What does it mean for keywords? What does it mean for the content? And what does it mean for the meta tags?
So here where we dive into some technical stuff, and I will try to keep it as simple as possible.
Yes, please keep it simple. There aren't many SEO experts out there, right? This is not a show for SEO experts.
We're not
marketeers, okay?
We don't want them to know our secret recipe as well. So.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly. So basically, I spoke about like the meta descriptions. Mm-hmm. So let's start off by meta description. So meta description is like, when you see on Google, like the bold words, when you search like, let's say, used cars for sale in Dubai, and you find like on the meta description that is bolded. Some keywords are bolded. So this is a meta description.
Right.
And what's above the meta description is the title tag.
Yeah.
And this title tag is the clickable element on the SERPs, which stands for search engine result pages.
Yeah.
So this is the title tag, and this is the meta description. So basically these should be optimized in a way that will contain keywords, primary keywords and secondary keywords, that tells the user what the page is about. So if they click and let's say they see it's like used cars in Dubai, let's say the title tag, they click, they should land on a page that says used cars for sale.
Right. Okay.
And same goes for the meta description, and they have like specific length for each of them.
Right.
And it's very important to abide by this length, because at some point, if you do more than the character limit, the users won't see what's in this keyword. So at some point, Google can rewrite the meta descriptions and titles for you.
Sometimes you see that the sentence doesn't end, so you have 3 points at the end.
Okay.
So you can spend a lot of effort in creating that description, but eventually no one will see the full description because you didn't abide by the character limit of Google.
But it prompts you, right, when you fill up the character limit. No. So you have to.
Well,
be mindful.
It depends, because like let's say you're working on a WordPress website and you're using Yoast plugin.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be as much technical as possible. But
and I'm going to pretend what Yoast is.
Basically, it's a plugin you add to the WordPress website, which helps you optimizing the website from an SEO perspective.
Okay.
And like, as I said, now, like if you're working on like the title tag, it shows you like the green is within the character limit. The red, you're exceeding the character limit. And sometimes the yellow is like it's too short.
Right.
So you should be in the middle.
Cool. That's a great plugin, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And same goes for the meta description.
Okay.
One thing just to note that also in contrast to everything else, the meta description, the meta title, you don't add them on Google itself. You have to add it on your CMS.
Okay.
So having Yoast for WordPress, yeah, it's a great help.
Yeah.
But sometimes, and that's also something that happens from a business perspective, from the client side.
Yeah.
Usually they don't write anything. And when the description is empty, Google will just pick any content from the website.
Oh, okay.
It is trying to get better in getting the real context, but usually it's just messed up and incomplete, or they really miss on the keywords that you should add.
Right.
But it's just important to note that Google cannot tell you yes or no. They just take whatever you have.
Right.
It's your CMS, or your content management system, that has to have these features.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's a robot that's scrolling the website.
Right.
And this is a lost opportunity for many businesses.
Yeah.
So if they take advantage of that,
traffic will boom. Right. I love the sound effects.
We also, SEOs, we have a creative part in us.
I don't know. I don't want to know why though. Right. Let's move on to off-page SEO. We have some ground to cover, so let's keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Snackable.
Yeah.
Off-page SEO. What's the difference between off-page SEO and on-page SEO?
So basically, on-page SEO, everything that you can optimize on the website.
Right.
Like as we said, like meta descriptions, titles. These are the things that you can do on your CMS and on your website.
Yeah.
And also, like when we speak about on-page, we also optimize the content. What's readable on the website, like the H1 tag, H2 tag, H3. So like just for context, H1 tag is like the big title that you can you see on the website.
Yeah.
So this is an H1 tag, and
right.
And this also
is that the header?
Yes. In other words, it's the header.
The header, yeah.
Yeah. And this also should be optimized.
Yeah.
Because also when the user lands on the page,
it's the first thing that loads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's big, so it attracts the user's eye.
Right.
And also Google likes the website, the page, to be structured in a way that is like H1, and there's like also subheadings like H2, H3, H4.
Right.
So it would be easier for the user to read and get the information that they want to do.
Right.
Obviously, it's better if they have like images, videos. It enhances the user experience.
And off-page?
And off-page is everything that's done outside the website.
Right.
For example, like Google My Business, optimizing Google My Business.
Yeah.
Getting backlinks, for example, from other websites to link back to your website.
Right. Which helps with authority, which helps with PageRank.
Exactly. Right? And also social media can act as an off-page element.
Okay.
Off-page, so on the backlinking part or the authority part.
Yeah.
So you can think of it as a group of websites, and each website has a vote.
Okay.
Think of the whole internet.
Yeah.
And your website, so they're voting for your website.
Yeah.
Let's say I am a reputable website and I have a lot of traffic and my spam score is very low. So Google knows I'm a very high authority website.
Yeah.
And I have an article on my website and it links back to yours.
Okay.
I affect you positively. So your authority would increase.
Okay.
So in terms of backlinking, it is very hard. I think it's one of the most unknown elements of SEO and one of the hardest elements of SEO because you cannot control it. You have to ask other people who have other websites to link back to yours.
You said some websites have more than one vote? Based on the authority, or
no, they have their vote is more meaningful, let's say.
Right.
So
okay.
It has a better authority, but that also works on low authority websites.
Okay.
So let's say you have these websites that are just there with links to other websites.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the word, but it's
just
like it's the shittiest website ever.
Right. Okay.
So, and
sorry for all the 13-year-olds listening.
SEO for some reason.
Yeah.
And they link back to your website. That will affect you negatively. So also in terms of backlinks, it's not just important to have a lot of backlinks. It's important to know what kind of backlinks you're getting from what kind of websites.
Okay.
So and I would like to add something that it should be relevant to your niche. Let's say we're talking about cars.
Yeah.
The backlink should be cars, not like
car content, car bloggers.
Yes, not like a random cooking website linking to your page, which like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And even because let's say this website is linking to your website, and this website is cooking and your website is cars, so the users are coming and they're seeing that we're landing on a page which talks about cars. and so they won't like get any value, so they will bounce off. So Google will pick up this signal, and it might affect your ranking because they'll be like, okay, a lot of users are bouncing off this website. Why?
It doesn't feel organic.
Exactly.
Sorry, when Google feels that something isn't organic or something is wrong, you can easily get penalized by Google, and that is not something that you want ever.
Speaking about algorithm updates, like a spam update happened like a few days ago. So some websites got hit good because of what we spoke right now.
Some websites in the area. In the vicinities.
Websites.
A lot of websites?
Yeah, a lot.
Wow, you guys know some stuff. You guys know some stuff. So speaking of social signals, the impact of social media on SEO, and this time I'd like to start with Joe, and then we'll move to Ghaith. Are there any social media channels, platforms that are today more influential on SEO than others?
Look, social media is kind of in parallel to SEO. Usually what we get from social is redirections. So you get backlinks, you get some traffic so you capture the interest of the people from social media, and then you drive them to the website. That happens a lot, and that's very beneficial for both the website and for the campaign that you're running from social. So because we know that you cannot give all the information on your social platform, you have to drive people to the website who are interested. So like Ghaith was saying, so if you're launching a campaign around cars, you can put all the information of the car on your social platforms. So you have to push people back to the website who are interested, and maybe on the website you have some call to actions. So having to book a test drive, for example, you can do it on your website. So they kind of go in parallel. Eventually, every kind of, and that's not just for social, all kinds of paid advertisement. When you're driving some traffic to somewhere, so you're targeting a traffic or a segment, you want to drive them somewhere.
Of course.
Social only.
It takes you to a certain extent, right?
Exactly.
But would you say that maybe TikTok is helping more with SEO versus, let's say, Snapchat or versus Instagram? Or it depends on the category, on the client.
Depends on the category,
exactly.
right? It depends on the category.
What I wanted to say.
What are you seeing from your end, Ghaith?
Because let's say you have an e-commerce website and you have like some products on this website,
right?
And these and like the targeted segment of people are like between the age of 18 or 24, or
Gen Zs.
Exactly, basically Gen Zs. So if you have a good like TikTok platform, it can help you with that.
Right.
Let's say we're speaking about cars. TikTok can help, but this is my main point. So you should like know which is like, let's say you're optimizing a website, I don't know, in like let's say UAE. So you go to this, like you analyze what people are using the most, and then you target the specific or like multiple social media. So at the end of the day, this can like give you a boost.
So depending if it's related to cars, which social media today is generating most content related to cars?
We come back to the user. You should understand the user. You should study the user. And by doing like the keyword research, by asking your social media experts that work with you, you can come up with like, and I just want to say something that SEO is not a one-man job. It's like a group. It's a team.
It's a crew.
It's a team.
Exactly. It's like a gang.
It's a gang. Very good. Very good. So it's not a one-man show. It's not Thor or Iron Man or Captain America. It's the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. How do you like my analogy? You like it?
On point.
Very good. Let's get into technical SEO. Even though it feels a bit too technical for my audience. Site speed, making sure the site loads quickly. I think this is pretty straightforward, right? I think half marketeers out there know this insight about how Amazon loses $1 million for every split second. I guess reduction in its load speed, right, of its website.
And we can also link that to the user experience, because if the website is slow, the user will get bored and will bounce off. So imagine how many users you will lose if you don't optimize for speed, and specifically for mobile.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they just like don't care about the mobile.
This is where mobile friendliness comes in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today, mobile has been here for quite some time now, right? Smartphones have been here for quite some time, and I think optimizing for mobile or for smartphone is now like in the past. Like, is there still more to do in the space? I remember there's time where Google launched, I think they were called AMP, accelerated mobile pages, right? That helped, I guess, Google load the website much quicker.
May they rest in peace.
They put it to sleep. Yeah. What's the latest today on mobile friendliness? Is there anything new, or?
You would still be surprised by the number of websites that are not optimized for mobile devices.
Yeah.
True.
You would be very surprised.
Is it better to go with a responsive design or to do a mobile alone?
No, responsive designs. That's the 101. That's the first thing you have to do.
Yeah.
You still have, and honestly, that's very surprising that we still see that today, where you see like a website and then you see m.website.
Yeah.
So the mobile, that's very 1995.
Oh boy.
But it's still there.
I wish none of my listeners have an m dot something.
You know who to contact.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
And just I want to give like numbers. I want to talk about numbers here. So 80% of the users, they go through mobile.
Right.
And the rest go for like desktop. So it's very important to have a very fast website on Google. And sometimes when I use a website, I land like on mobile, and I find like some elements are moving while the page is like loading.
Right.
So this is something that is very serious. And this is also related to like UX and like the conversion rate optimization. Yeah. So if they don't fix these issues, they're losing out.
And even before we wrap up this topic, so even on smartphones, like it's not one solution for mobile. I guess you must account for also different mobile screens, right? There's you have large screens and you have smaller screens, right? Responsive is the answer. Right. Responsive. Done. Great. Good stuff. Let's jump into current SEO trends. All right. So one of the things that you mentioned to me earlier was the increased importance of EEAT.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a quick explanation? Sure. What is that?
So basically, this is something that is related to the user experience.
Yeah.
So if the user is happy, Google is happy.
Yeah.
And if you optimize the website from a user perspective, if you take care of the clickable elements that are moving while loading the website,
right?
Or like while the user is landing on them, so it's something that is very critical, and it used to it should contain the content that the user is looking for.
Yeah,
and it should be responsive on all mobile devices, iPads, desktop. Everything.
Yeah. So when you say if the user is happy, do you mean like the time spent on the website? Do you mean like dwell time, or are there any particular metrics?
They get what they want.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Because let's say,
so based on the query, they arrive to the website based on the keyword they've used to land on the website. Have they found that, or have they completed the entire action?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, which is like more important than like the time spent on the website is if this user got what they wanted or not. Yeah. Let's say you have an e-commerce website. If the user bought what he was intended to buy, this خلاص seals the deal.
Right.
This is what we look for.
Okay, fair enough. Makes sense, honestly. If I'm looking for nearest car dealership, say for Jeep, I need the website to show me a map, right? And maybe from there a button that takes me to Google Maps. If I'm looking for models, then I need to see a menu probably.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have like to write a big blog topic, which is like 2,000 words just to answer this specific queries.
Yeah.
Because people don't have a lot of time to like read. So if you can just like answer it with a couple of like sentences or like put an FAQ section on your website that answers all these questions and apply schema markup. Sorry, I'm being too technical now. But like, this is something that can improve and answers, and this can make the user happy, which makes Google happy.
I'm sure there are SEO specialists amongst my audience, right? Don't underestimate my listeners. Okay, Joe, what do you think about the impact of AI when it comes to SEO as an SEO trend, or the growth of AI generated content and how that's influencing SEO? Maybe we can talk about ranking on ChatGPT. I don't know, or
that's the question of the hour.
AI platforms. So I want you to dwell a bit about this. If also later, once he's done, you can comment. I'd love to hear your input as well.
Yeah, sure.
We're hearing this every day.
Yeah.
That AI, once AI is fully established and with AI there, SEO will die down in time.
Right.
You have AI solutions now writing meta tags, meta descriptions. ChatGPT incorporated Screaming Frog. So Screaming Frog is the tool that helps you find all the issues on your website. So it helps you crawl the website or see all the pages, and then you can do your technical audit based on that. So now ChatGPT can do that for you.
Right. So you paste your website on ChatGPT and gives you the analysis.
Yes, exactly. So you export the sheet from Screaming Frog, and then you feed it to ChatGPT.
Right.
The thing is, yes, AI is here and it's changing how we're doing SEO. But is it killing SEO? No, it's not. It's actually making our job a bit easier. Because we're not wasting our time writing hundreds and hundreds of meta titles, doing the keyword. So doing keyword research and writing on-page optimization, that takes a lot of time. And if we're being very honest, that's not the most complex of jobs.
Right.
So you're writing a title and writing a description. It's challenging the first week. From the second week onwards, that's a fairly easy job. The only tough part about these two tasks is the quantity that you have to deal with. So imagine you have a website of 5,000 pages and you have to write a title and description for 5,000 pages. That's a resource that is fully dedicated to that. With ChatGPT and the rest of the AI solutions, you don't need that much of time to write that. So, but you still have to humanize it. Google is very stressing on the human part of AI. Now it's very easy for anyone to go and write a prompt to ChatGPT and generate thousands and thousands of pieces of content that they can just paste on their website. Usually, these people believe that it is the easiest way to rank, it is the easiest way to drive traffic and create content. But we go back to EEAT actually. So what does EEAT mean? It's expertise, experience, authority, and trust. If you don't have these 4 elements or 4 signals to your users, you're not doing a good job from an SEO perspective, and you're not doing what the search engines are expecting. And the latest major core algorithm update that happened with Google, they focused a lot on the quality of content that you create. And they are trying to find
content.
Yes, exactly. So they are trying to find ways to, so it doesn't, if you have a lot of content on your website, but that content is basically doing nothing, it won't give you any favor. So yes, we should use AI to generate content. We should use AI to make our lives easier and make our job easier, but that human touch should always remain there. There are now tools. I just saw something yesterday on Instagram that you can generate an article from ChatGPT and you can put it on another AI tool and it would humanize it. My first question is, if I have the same prompt as you and we both put it on the same platform, would it give us 2 different humanized versions? If yes, then we have to look into that. If no, then we're back to the same problem. Duplication of content and duplication of keywords and keyword stuffing, that never works for SEO. But the good thing is that some of our tools are using AI for very good purposes. So I'll just give an example. For example, Bright Edge, it's a very well-known SEO tool. They have introduced an AI solution to help with content creation. So you would feed it prompts to create content, kind of like ChatGPT, but it will take into consideration the SEO optimizations of it. But still, after generating that, you still have to vet it, check it, make sure that it's humanized, make it very tailored to your audience, and then you can launch it on your website. Yes. So AI is there to help. It's not there to. It might replace, but I'm not saying it will replace everything. But it will make the lives of the SEO experts easier. And it's the same as all of the AI topics that are happening.
Right.
The group of people that will say AI, I will never use AI, these people eventually will find themselves outdated.
Yeah.
And if you just use AI for everything without doing any effort yourself, that's also an issue. You have to find the balance between both.
Amazing. Good stuff. Ghaith, how are you using AI in SEO?
Well, exactly. I'm using it as my personal assistant.
Right.
And as Joe said that, yes, it can't replace me because I'm a human and it's a robot. So that's very yes, it can speed up the process and it can help me create, for example, 5,000 meta descriptions and titles in a very short period of time. But I still have to go through them, see that they're the proper length, the keywords are inserted correctly. So this is very important. And back to the core update, it's there's something called helpful content. So you can write an amazing piece of content, but it might not be helpful in a way that, let's say, it can be too long to answer the user's question. So I go back to my FAQ section, or just write something that can help the user. Some topics, I agree, you can write pages on them, but users want to find a quick answer. So this is very important.
Right.
And I can it's helping me, honestly, it's helping me, but I can't really trust it 100%, especially also if I want to link it to Screaming Frog and I want to take the analysis from it. I don't think it will provide me accurate information. I still need to dive deep into the website and to see the technical issues and how can we solve them.
Right. And what about prompts? So would you say if you're giving it a better prompt, maybe it will give you a more trustworthy answer?
Yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to learn how and testing how to prompt, how to do prompts, and it's not two prompts can differ.
Right. Yeah.
You can get the topic can be the same, but it depends on how you do the prompt. So let's say, for example, you want to write meta descriptions and titles. So instead of saying write me meta descriptions and titles using for example these keywords, you can say, for example, act as an SEO expert. I want it to be, for example, 60 character, no more. I want you to include this keyword first and then put this keyword as a secondary keyword. And I want you to, for example, use a specific tone.
Right.
So
in line with the brand, probably.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And Joe, what do you think about optimizing your website and content for ChatGPT, let's say, as a search engine? So is it already a popular search engine? And I'm sure it is, actually. Are we able today to optimize our website for generative AI as a form of search engine?
It is getting there.
Yeah.
So Bing, for example, around a year ago, they introduced the Bing search functionality where you can chat with your search engine. Google launched Gemini. They are incorporating it. So they used to call it Search Generative Experience, SGE. Now they are changing it.
Yeah.
So the search engines, that's the first thing that we have to consider. The search engines themselves, they are moving towards a more interactive interface with the users. So they learned what happened with ChatGPT and they are incorporating it.
Right.
Now, the basic of, so back to the very first question about SEO, what we do from an SEO perspective is that we see what people are searching for, and we put that kind of answers or information on our website. And what happens in very basic terms, we wait for Google to index our page. Yes. And then when someone searches for that query, Google will see that our page is the most relevant one, and then they would push it in the ranking first.
So same for ChatGPT?
For what we know now, that's the same. Because when you're asking a question, you're getting that prompt. Now, what you have to do, and that's maybe a bit different from what we used to do before. Before we used to focus on keywords that are one keyword, one word, 2 words, 5 words. We're all using ChatGPT now, and we're searching in full sentences. Mm-hmm. So it's not about finding the short queries anymore. You also have to consider the very long queries,
right?
And writing content that answered that. Yeah. That's based on the information that we have right now for the AI solutions. But once we know more about how does ChatGPT find its solution, because it's sourcing it from somewhere.
So this is what I wanted to say. So if you're doing a good job on Google, you're doing a good job on other search engines. ChatGPT predominantly, I can't say that for sure, but reads off Google, right? It takes a lot of information from Google. You're nodding, Ghaith. What do you think?
It should be because we're not like 100% accurate how ChatGPT works. Yeah. So with time and with a lot of testing, we can understand how things are going forward.
I have a feeling that with the level of adoption of ChatGPT, with the amount of people that are using it today, and how quickly it grew, how quickly it reached 10 million users, I think we're going to get to a point where it's going to have a section probably for businesses. You may have a business profile on ChatGPT, or some real estate for brands, right, to showcase their products. And I think this is where you're going to have a suite of tools for you to optimize your presence on ChatGPT. I can't wait for that to happen, so that I can invite you back to the podcast. Sure. So that you can tell me then about off page, on page, and how you rank higher on ChatGPT. Excellent. So we have a couple minutes left, and I want us to just talk about best practices. And there is a particular topic that I want us to prioritize now, which is how do you work with paid search ads, right? Because it is important. You said that you worked in search engine and SEM, which covers PPC as well, right? And how these two could work together. You said that Google provides a lot of insights for paid ads, right? But not enough for SEO. Can these two work together? What's the best way for these two to work together?
They should work together.
Right.
The very first mistake that everyone does is that they think SEO is such an alien thing that it doesn't work with anything else.
Right.
We are a very integrated part of the whole communication strategy that any brands wants to have. We work together in a very efficient and in a very beneficial for the client. That's the interesting thing. SEO can uncover a lot of insights, and SEO can cover a lot of ground that you don't have to pay a lot of money for. If today I'm ranking first on a specific keyword, why should I be bidding on that aggressively if I don't have any kind of competition there? So if you have both SEO and SEM, let's say, and at the same time, these two teams should be communicating on a daily basis.
Right.
What's working on SEO should be echoed on SEM and vice versa. Cannibalization hurts the brand much more than anyone expects.
Right.
And at the end of the day, the client would look at the return on investment that they are getting. And if you're not working efficiently between SEO and SEM, or if you're completely ignoring SEO, you are missing on a very big chance. SEO has a huge effect on the experience of the users. And the more you bid, the more traffic you drive to the website. If you don't have your infrastructure ready, then you won't have the results that you will achieve won't be as optimal as you want them to be.
Right. So historical conversions is still one of an important parameter for you to rank high, right? So how much traffic is also pouring into your website? So obviously coming from links from other blogs, right? That helps with authority, with PageRank. But even if it's coming from paid channels, right? At the end, it's traffic. This is traffic that's pouring in. You can use that to, champion the engagement, the
brand awareness.
The brand awareness, and also, drive historical, I guess, conversions, which is something that helps with SEO. It helps with paid ads as well, by the way. I don't know if you're familiar with Quality Score, for example, for PPC. You've heard about Quality Score. This is one of the elements that Google looks at when it ranks your paid ad, as a high position, right? The bidding and then the quality score. So I've seen. I mean, there's a recurring strategy of PPC and SEO working together, whereby for branded search keywords or branded search queries, you start with a PPC campaign, and then as you rank higher on SEO, you start to tone it down because your branded SEO comes into play, right? And then you don't need to pay a lot to rank high. You have already a very strong SEO, and you can use that to drive traffic from your branded search queries.
Yeah, and I would like to add something that let's go back to the keyword research part. So there's a tool called Google Keyword Planner, which SCM people and SEO people use it to conduct a keyword research. So when I let's say I want to search for a keyword, next to my keyword, I see the search volume and I see the bidding. If it's high, it's low. So this also tells me an insight, speaking about data, this tells me about if this is if the higher that they pay for this keyword,
the more
people are converting.
That's good. You use that as insight for SEO.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just revealed a secret.
A secret. Okay. Oh no! Wow. I love this content. Amazing. Look, guys. So we need to wrap it up. I feel like this session went by so quickly. Because I think there's a lot of ground to cover. I think this calls for a part 2. Hopefully I'll be able to schedule in another episode on SEO. It's been lovely having you guys on the show.
My pleasure.
I want to give you a few seconds to give me some parting words, maybe a shout out. I don't know. It's up to you. You want to start, Joe?
Yeah, honestly, great stuff. It's very interesting, and for us, for SEO specifically, we've been in the shadows for a very long time, so it's very nice to have this kind of episodes. Thank you for having us. It's been a very interesting episode. We'd love to come back for part 2. that's for me at least, and I'm sure Ghaith as well.
Of course, there are a lot of things that I want to speak about when it comes to SEO, and as Joe said, that we need to raise awareness about SEO and how important it is. And thank you for having us, and I'm sure that we're gonna do part 2.
Let's go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.